Hey guys, it's Shamir Griffin with the Wandering Sag travel series, and if you haven't seen last week's episode, then watch this short clip. Hey guys, before we hop into this next episode, I'm gonna need you to subscribe. Smash the like button, drop in the comments what you want to see more of, and let's get this popping. Hey, welcome back to another episode. This week is gonna be a little bit different because, mostly focused on me traveling, and I wanted to just do something a little bit different because, with everything going around with the COVID, so I wanted to do some product reviews, which I like doing as well. This one, I actually haven't had a beard in a while, so you can see me. I'm just combing it out, getting it ready later for to moisturize it later. And I wanted to focus on beards and just do something a little bit soothing and also show how I do my handlebar mustache. This is the second time I've grown one. You probably don't see them as much as these days. I used to get, when I was walking around, I didn't have the mask on and everything was happening beforehand. And I got a lot of compliments wearing my handlebar mustache. And I see that there's a lot of people who want to grow one. Maybe they're just afraid because of what people might think. I did one before when I used to be a chef and a cook, so that kind of fit the scene because I was cooking a lot of Italian stuff and French cuisine, so it was just like, oh, it's cool to just have a mustache, especially it's cool to be anything in the restaurant field. This is the Simple Vanilla Mustache Wax. It's called the Bearded Bastard. I don't know if you were able to see that, but I just wanted to zoom on that. And I'm actually going to be styling. I'll take a little bit out just so I can start styling my mustache, just to show you, if you haven't seen it before, because a lot of cases when you go to look up someone doing a handlebar mustache, there's not that many people who are black that have one. So this might help people that are black and they want to, grow a handlebar mustache. And maybe because your hair is just, styled differently. It's a lot of other people that have thicker beards. Mine's is more, I don't know, how to explain exactly. It's more curly-ish. So, right here I'm doing the loop that I normally do. It's weird. When I do my left side of my mustache, or actually, my right side, because how the camera's faced, it's just a little bit weird once I go to do the other side because the way I want to twirl my fingers doesn't cooperate how I'm picturing myself in the mirror. So sometimes it gets messed up and I have to keep doing it over and over. But eventually, like right here, you'll see me messing with it back and forth because to get it perfectly straight. Perfect job on actually tilting the camera because you probably couldn't see as much. And sometimes I trim it as well. So you're seeing me here. I'm just trimming it over just so that it's just nice and even. Sometimes you're going to want to do that as you start to go along and growing your mustache. And deciding if you grow it short. I've had one shorter. This is probably the longest I've had it. And you can see it here. I'm doing multiple twists and turns just so I can get the loop right. Sometimes I make it really tight. Like I'll curl it underneath itself so it's like almost a double loop. It just depends on how long it gets, and as I'm trimming it now, it's a lot longer from when I actually filmed this video. But based off of that, I had to trim it a little bit. I go underneath and I trim it a little bit more. I actually just got another little piece so I can do the underside. And sometimes I use the simple wax. I mean, I've tried a bunch of different ones, the Simple Vanilla, but this one, the texture holds up better when you're in, the heat or anything like that. And I don't know if it's just because how my hair is, if it's because it's a little bit curlier, so it's harder for it to stay in. But I tend to like this one because it holds up better outside. I mean, it does sweat out with all wax, over time if you're outside. But, as you adjust, that's why I carry it with me. And you can, just put it right in your pocket, carry it around. If you got to adjust it, you can. But I like to use it in my soul patch and also like just in my goatee because I can pull and straighten the hair out if it's not as curly. If it's too curly and I want to straighten it out a little bit, or I can make it a little bit more wavy if I add it in there, and it makes it stay. So sometimes you can use it in your beard too. You use in your eyebrows. I mean, really, it works well with anything that you do that has, hair context wise. But I haven't used it in my hair. But well, obviously you see I don't have that much hair. But when I was growing my mustache before, I had a little bit more hair than what I have now, so I was able to actually try that out. And I guess you can use it the same way as what you would use like some kind of gel product or something like that if you're trying to lay your hair down using wax. I haven't tried it in that way in a long time, so don't take my word for it. But this is one of the nicest ones that hold up because I've tried other textures of wax and they kind of like, they're pasty, like they don't hold up. This is firm. Sometimes, when it's hotter outside and I have this like in the car on my ride, to work or somewhere, or anywhere, an example, it can have, you might have to cool it down just before you use it. Some people say that just scraping it out with your two thumbs, your thumb and your index finger, and you're actually just, doing that circular motion with your finger, it can heaten it up enough so that you can start to put it into your mustache. So that's what I've been doing here a bunch of times, just fixing it. And sometimes this is like a 5-minute process in the morning if I'm going to wear it, normally what I would wear it. But sometimes it could be shorter, sometimes it'll be longer, it just depends. I find it's easy if I leave it in there all day because that's another way I started training it. You can see like the right side because I'm turned around. But your left side, essentially, if you're looking, you'll see my mustache on the other side has a little bit more bend into my cheek. And the other side is just not cooperating. That's why sometimes I'm fighting trying to make them even or level. And sometimes you got to trim them a little bit because the ends start breaking off. And I trim underneath the lip of my mustache just so that way I can style it a little bit better. It's not like hair, it's like going out all over the place. So you'll see that too. But that's just something, I wanted to go over today. Just do a product review. The Handlebar Mustache. If you haven't seen, one in a while, or if you, and you probably haven't seen that as many tutorials on black people that have mustaches. But that's what I wanted to do for you today. Appreciate y'all watching. Like, subscribe. Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to hop on and do a review today, just to get away and to create something enlightening, because I'm pretty sure you're familiar with what's going on in the world today and in the media and news. So I wanted to hop on because I'm excited today because I got my new urban ears. I actually got them a couple days ago because, I put them to the side with everything happened, and I said, it's time to hop on